Hey, please excuse me, I still haven't set up my computer. I've really just been putting it off, honestly, at this point. I just haven't done anything with it. So I just finished reading Bionomics Economy as Ecosystem by Michael Rothschild. Now I know what you're thinking. Rothschild? That's an interesting name. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I don't think he has any relation to the Rothschilds. Um, he just shares the name. So this book was very interesting. I wouldn't go so far as to say it was an excellent book, but it was very close to being excellent. There were some clear, glaring flaws with it. Now, first off, what actually is this book? This book is essentially describing biology. He actually understands biology, and he goes through the effort to describe what is happening in biology, especially not social Darwinism, but Darwinism, and even Lamarckism. He even describes Lamarckism. And he goes through that effort, and then he compares it to how economies function, specifically market economies, specifically capitalist economies. Now, Michael Rothschild does make a few mistakes. First of all, the biggest mistake that he makes is he does not acknowledge that communism and socialism are simply alternative biological strategies. If you remember that book I read, Biohistory, that book acknowledged that those are alternative biological strategies. Authoritarian systems are alternative biological strategies. They aren't necessarily unnatural just because they use artifice. In fact, the line between what is artificial and what is natural is completely arbitrary, and there's not much sense in arguing about which one is which, what is artificial, what is natural. There's not much sense in arguing about which is which, especially when it comes to humans. When it comes to humans, there's no point in that, because there's arguments for both sides, and really, technically, anything that we can do is natural. So, if we do it, it is natural. But that's just the one biggest flaw that he has. The rest of the book is actually very good. Essentially, it is an argument for libertarian economics. However, as with all libertarians, they make the best arguments. He puts forth an excellent argument for libertarian economy. He does distinguish it from social Darwinism, however, and he brings up sociobiology as well. So essentially, social Darwinism and sociobiology are determinist, and they essentially reject the concept of mind. And mind is essential for understanding technological development. And technological development is dependent on information. Information is dependent on prior information. But information is not necessarily dependent on biology. So where sociobiologists and social Darwinists go wrong is by claiming that all of human existence is ruled by biology. Which is not the case, because our cultures are informed by our information. Our technology is informed by our information. And these things do not come from our biology. Most information has nothing to do with our biology. And one of the examples that he gives a lot of examples, but one of the examples he gives is the laws of gravity. He says, Isaac Newton discovered the laws of gravity. If we ever encounter an intelligent alien species, they will also know the laws of gravity. They did not come from Isaac Newton. They did not talk to Isaac Newton. They don't have our same biology. But they would understand the laws of gravity because that is not a biologically programmed piece of information. That is information that was discovered about the world. We used our minds to uncover that. And this has really made me want to read. I have another book. I have a book about philosophy of mind that I started reading, but it's so dense I just haven't really had a chance to get through it. And I won't be having a chance to get through it for a while because I got other books to read. But yeah, this actually was a really good book, and this was sent to me by the founder of the Meta-Right. This was sent to me by the founder of the Meta-Right. He got it off of eBay just to send to me because he wanted me to read it. This is actually a pretty good book. That's about all. Thank you for watching. Peace.